let me reiterate without missing word that this is not a regime change protest. This is not a Tinubu must go protest. And I pray that government is responsible and responsive enough to allow peaceful protests. Because you see, when the anti-tax protests in Kenya started, the demands were very clear. But because of the reaction of the government, the protest changed from anti-tax to Ruto must go. Because people were now being killed for just merely protesting on the street. So, Mr. President, you are the sponsor of protests, you are the father of protests, you have protested all your life. Please handle the citizens well. Respect them. If I were in your shoe, I would even go to one of the protests. When you don't go to where they are doing pro-Tinubu protests, go to where they are doing anti-government protests and disarm the protesters. Own the struggle. Own, because you know how to get these things done. Sincerely speaking, I think this protest has succeeded already. Because of the publicity given to it by government and also people outside government. The idea of protest is not to hit the street per se. It's to reawaken the consciousness of the citizenry and those in leadership positions. There's nobody in any leadership position in the country, from the president down to the local government chairman, that is not aware of what the demands are. The demands are explicit, and the demands are so profound, and they resonate with the generality of the populace. Having said that, I am also of the strong view that the president, is now aware. Even if he was not aware and he felt that his government was doing well before, the president has now woken up from whatever praise singers were saying all along. The president sincerely needs to rejig his cabinet and bring in people that can get the job done, especially the economic team. Also, the president needs to, his immediate staffs, they've done a very bad job, So the president needs to change them and bring in people that can effect change across board. I'm also of the view that protesters should be allowed to protest peacefully without harassment or any form of intimidation, either from the end of the security agencies or from pro-government talks, as we have seen in recent history in the country. Even the recent Kenya protests, started turning violent when government tried to quell the protests. Protests were very peaceful until the military was used, and this is why we are making additional appeal to the military, that the military belongs to the barracks. On no condition or circumstance should the military be used to quell protest. That this is the primary job of the police, and the police, they are more than competent and capable to handle issues around protest. Having said that, let me also appeal to the generality of Nigerian people that this is not a regime change protest. This is a peaceful protest. We must go out there tomorrow across the length and breadth of our great country, Nigeria, and demonstrate high sense of responsibility and patriotism. We must show to the naysayers that indeed we are capable of being decent human beings and that we are capable of driving change peacefully. The non-violent means of protest and agitation has always won, even against the worst form of repression and violence and harassment and attacks. We have seen this with the struggle led by Martin Luther King Jr., as they marched through the length and breadth of America, demanding for liberation, equality, and fairness, and also equity. That they were able to succeed because they were determined to be nonviolent. The message resonates more when you are nonviolent, because the world is watching as the aggressor assaults you, and dehumanizes you, and you are likely to gain more sympathy. And also rejig your cabinet. Leave a lasting legacy for this nation that people will remember you for in many decades to come. That is how to govern. Don't govern with propaganda, one propaganda per day or per week. Govern from the heart. And when you do so, one of the easiest way to meet the demands of the protesters today is to revert back to fuel subsidy. Fuel prices will come down. Everybody will be hailing Tinubu, and you will be the winner in it all. Both you and the nation will win. So it's a win-win situation. So that is the appeal that we are going into this protest with. It is not a Tinubu must go protest. Neither is it a regime change protest. So guys, calm down.